Hello everyone, how are we doing? Welcome back to another episode of my Crybaby Whims Legacy Challenge. This is episode 13. We're here with Jasmine. It is quite early morning after we last left off where everything kicked off. Thomas stayed the night. I was able to find the option to invite him to stay the night, so he has stayed over. He is coming down to talk to us this morning. She's just having some breakfast. And if you missed the last episode, I highly recommend you catch up because Jasmine is pregnant. And she is getting a divorce from Dominic, and her and Thomas are actually, it's Talk Like Pirate Day, excellent. Her and Thomas are actually in a really good place in their relationship, and Jasmine does actually want to talk over her relationship fears with Thomas, and about how she's scared that where everything's changing and how she's had issues in the past and things like that. She can admire pirate booty. I love that. But she is going to, talk over her relationship fears with him. And just kind of, I don't know, kind of get some reassurance because we know Thomas likes her and she really likes him, and it went quite well. He seemed to he gave her a thumbs up, and she's actually conquered her fear already. One conversation and she doesn't have to worry about what Thomas's mind's at. He is here to support her completely. He is here for her and her children and their new baby. This is definitely Thomas's baby, and he is so ready for that. And Alexis is awake this morning. So she is definitely going to come see... Yeah, so she's going to come see Thomas. I wonder if she even knows him. They do know each other, but I don't know what she thinks about him. So I might have her get to know him, be like, so who are you, this man that's, I don't know, in my house? They've taken a liking to each other, so maybe they'll get along. I wasn't sure how it would go, but something that Jasmine needs to do is fix everything, because we actually have no working showers, and normally I would replace, but we don't have much money at the moment, and we need to move house. That is something that happened in the last episode. We need to find somewhere to live, and we can't spend thousands of simoleons replacing things, so Jasmine is going to have to start being a bit handy and fixing it herself to save some money. The house is an absolute state, so we should probably clean up as well. I didn't say, so the toddlers are actually asleep, but since I last recorded, the same face toddler glitch has been fixed. So I have given both Grace and Scarlett their actual faces, so when they wake up you can see them properly, but they actually don't have the same face anymore. So the next thing Jasmine really would love to do is have Thomas kind of move in, because she is now technically a single mum to 3 young children and is expecting another, and she knows that Thomas is here for her, completely here to support her. But she can't have him move in yet because we need to tell Dominic, because he is the father of our 3 other children. And if he just finds out that this random man is living with his kids, he's not a random man. This man he doesn't like. Thomas and Dominic don't even like each other. He's not going to be happy if he finds out like that. So we do need to tell him. And obviously he's going to find out about the pregnancy. It's probably not going to go down well. But Jasmine knows that she does kind of need to do that. So we are going to have to work on doing that today. These two are down here just having a chat. They've got a pleasant conversation. So I think Thomas is trying to make an effort with Alexis. I don't think she liked that last comment very much, but she's now goofing with him. So I think he knows that if he wants to be in Jasmine's life, her children are the biggest part of that. So he needs to make an effort with them. So I really like that he's here having a chat with Alexis this morning. Okay, he's going. But I mean, he was there having a chat with Alexis this morning. But yeah, Jasmine is still fixing, and then she'll need to do some cleaning. And then I think maybe this afternoon we'll invite over Dominic and kind of announce the fact that we are actually dating Thomas now. I kind of hoped that we'd be able to put it off for a little bit, so it'd look like, I don't know, more of a natural meeting again. Where are you? No, don't go dance. You've got things to do. Like that they've reconnected after some time or something. Oh, he's actually come down to continue talking to Alexis, and he's brought a toy. Maybe he's brought it for her. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, now she's going, but still, it's sweet that he's brought this toy down for her. He's really making effort. I love this. But yeah, I was kind of hoping we'd have a bit more time before we had to tell Dominic, but we really kind of do need to tell him. Unfortunately, but we will make sure we've cleaned up and everything first before he comes over. Look after the children. I'm going to get some food out for them so they can grab their own food. Oh, but I think Scarlett won't be able to take herself down the stairs, so we will have to feed Scarlett ourselves. But Grace can take herself down. She's feeling sad because she's so smelly and she needs some attention. But I mean, you can't really see it while she's pulling this face, but she has got definitely a more unique face now. Her chin is a lot more slim. I think that is the main feature. But Thomas is heading off now. He might even have work. I don't know what days he works, but also I don't really want Thomas here when we have to tell Dominic. I don't think that will go down well. Jasmine has got this moodlet now that says growing stronger together from fear of being cheated on. It takes time, but discussing issues and problems before they become too big has helped Jasmine strengthen their relationship. So she does know like that he cheated on her before. But that was all like kind of resolved and stuff because I know it was childish, but he only did it because he thought she cheated on him. But he's kind of reassured her that will never happen again, and they've kind of built this trust and sort of stronger relationship because of it, which is good. Her needs are actually doing all right, so I'm going to definitely make sure she gets as much done while her needs aren't super low. Alexis is she's loving this. What does she actually want to do? Make a new friend and tell a make-believe story. Can you tell a make-believe story to your sister? No, I don't think you can. That's fine. I mean, she doesn't actually have any friends that are children. So when she goes to school on Monday, I'm going to have her make some friends because she doesn't know anyone. Oh my goodness. Okay, our mum has just arrived. So we will definitely... I'm going to have Alexis come and invite her in because I would like to have a chat with our mum. But Jasmine needs to feed her daughter. So we are going to come and have Alexis talk with her grandma. We've not even met her. Oh my gosh. Okay, we need to actually introduce ourselves to our grandma. Maybe this can be the new friend that Alexis makes. But we definitely need to have her, like, maybe chat with her, have a pleasant conversation, because, as I say, Alexis needs to feed Scarlett, who is absolutely filthy, but then she needs to have a chat with her mum as well. Look how filthy she is, but look at her face. She definitely does not look like all the other toddlers that we've had, which I love that. She looks so unique and so adorable. But okay, now she is eating. I'm gonna enable the pickup for afterwards, and we're gonna have a chat with our mum. So we're gonna brighten her day and maybe come and have a pleasant conversation with her. It's really sweet that she's decided to come over and kind of check on us, and we do need to actually announce our pregnancy and be like, by the way, mum, actually, so I'm kind of seeing Thomas again, and I'm actually pregnant with his baby, which I mean, her and her mum have just gained a sentiment, which I really like. We're going to have a deep personal conversation, be like, look, I know Dominic's not going to be very happy with this. She's like, oh my gosh, this is not the best timing, but of course I'll kind of do what I need to support you. Our mum is here, like, for us 100%. We're going to share some conspiracy theories, be like, I don't know what Dad's going to do about it, because he's clearly already mad at me, and what if he gets even more mad that now I'm pregnant with another man's child, and I'm not even divorced yet? And she's kind of spiraling a little bit, and our mum is going to be honest, and she is going to tell us that Kieran was very, very angry last night, and it's not that she doesn't think it's safe for Jasmine to be living here, because obviously Kieran wouldn't do anything to actually hurt his family, but he is very, very mad, and she doesn't want to risk her daughter getting in harm's way or any harm to come to Thomas, because they will figure out that it is Thomas's child. And our mum is going to basically tell us that the best thing to do is not only move out of this house, which we need to do anyway, but we need to move somewhere far away. We can't live in Willow Creek, because if our dad finds out that Thomas that we've been having an affair with Thomas, we don't know what our dad's going to do to Thomas. We know that Kieran is not a nice guy, and that he is willing to go to any lengths that he kind of needs to protect his family image. And if that involves getting rid of Thomas, that is something we need to be prepared for. And Jasmine obviously does not want to risk this. She has just found this love and respect and relationship with Thomas again. She doesn't want to risk losing him because of her dad. So our mum is basically saying, you need to kind of move away. And our mum's going to help us find somewhere to live. She is going to help us, but we need to move away from Willow Creek as soon as possible. And Jasmine is saying, but it's the holidays in a few days. Can't we stay here? Can't we stay here until then? And our mum is basically going to tell us that the sooner we can get out, the absolute better. But we would really like to spend some time with our mum, especially for Winterfest. But we need to prioritize our family, and the fact that Thomas could potentially be in danger. We don't know what Kieran is capable of, and we really don't want to risk that. So our mum is kind of going to be house hunting for us, because she knows now that not only have we got these 3 kids, we have another pregnancy to think about. Okay, Alexis likes dancing, but now we have to think about moving as well. She's like, look, I will look for somewhere for you to live. You just worry about you and your children, and I will find somewhere. But when I find somewhere, you have to do it as quick as you can, and take Thomas with you. She is telling us that we have to move with Thomas, because Thomas isn't safe. We know that Kieran is a bad man. And as I say, he would do what he needs to protect his family image. And if it gets out that Jasmine had an affair with Thomas, then things aren't going to look good. So can we come bathe this child, please? Oh my goodness. Okay, so Alexis is here making a mess again, but Jasmine has left the room, so she did it as soon as we've left the room, and Grace is here all filthy right now, but Alexis is making a mess again. She is completely acting out right now, but Jasmine has obviously not seen anything. She is busy cleaning her child, her stinky toddler. Once we have bathed Scarlett, we will need to bathe Grace as well. She's here, she's not got much attention, so we'll have a chat with our grandma. She's going to share the love. She's like, oh my gosh, her grandma's like, you're a bit stinky. I mean, I love Meredith. She is a snob though. I think she's a snob. Yeah, she's snob. She's a bit self-absorbed. She is a genius though, which is where she's getting all of these, like, sort of, she knows what to do and how to help Jasmine out. But she does have all of these traits. So she's like, I mean, I do love you, but you smell and I can't get stinky. So it's not so much a dislike thing. It is literally just that she doesn't want to get smelly. So why don't you have a chat with her as well? Why don't you show your toy off to her and just have a normal chat? She doesn't want to hug because she doesn't want to get smelly, but have a chat with her instead, and we'll get her fun and attention up. Scarlett is clean now, so she can come and play and do whatever she wants to. Her needs are quite good, but Jasmine is going to come downstairs and grab Grace and see that Alexis has once again made a mess. So she is going to have a word with Alexis after she has given Grace a bath. But we have so much to do. We need to bathe Grace, we need to tell off Alexis upstairs, basically, and then we still need to invite over Dominic. Oh my gosh, I waited too long and I can't actually tell her off for it now, but we can influence her to clean up our mess. Oh my goodness. Dominic's mum has messaged saying, an acquaintance was telling me how much they dislike you. Try being a little bit nicer. Becoming disliked is a slippery slope. That's Dominic's mother. So she has clearly been told about everything that has happened, and she is not happy right now. She's literally messaging her back. Dominic, why are you getting everyone involved? I mean, it's fair that he tells his mum, but still. But yeah, we're influencing Alexis to clean up her mess. I waited too long to actually tell her off for it, but at least she's gonna come and clear it up, and then hopefully next time we can. Actually, don't do that. Come make some dinner for everyone. So there's food out. Come and serve some salad for now. Once we have finished cooking, we are going to invite him over, and hopefully he'll come over because we're going to tell him that it's really important. But we'll have to see. What he says. I'm not expecting high hopes, but he does. We need to tell him. She needs to get him over. And yeah, he would rather not come. So as much as Jasmine kind of doesn't, she's thinking about her sister. As much as Jasmine probably doesn't want to have to do this, she knows she has to tell Dominic, and she can't leave the house right now with all the kids, so she is going to have to ask Alexis to invite over Dominic, which is completely involving Alexis into this whole drama, which is not fair at all, but it's up in Jasmine's eyes. This is the only thing she can do. She's going to be like, look, I really didn't want to have to do this, but your dad is refusing to come over, and I really need to speak to him, so please can you call him and ask him over? And she's not happy. She's like, fine if I have to. But yeah, poor Alexis is being dragged into this, so she is instead gonna have to invite her dad to come over. She's like, Dad, please can you come over? We want to see you, and Mum really needs to have a conversation with you. So we'll see if Dominic accepts his daughter's invite. He should do. Yeah, so Dominic's coming over. So yeah, we've dragged Alexis into this mess, which isn't nice, but we've kind of had to do that. He's feeling really sad right now, probably because he's still like dealing with the whole breakup of his marriage and everything. So we are going to come and invite him in. We're going to clean up later. We will do that later, but we are going to come and oh, he's helped himself in. He is not looking happy right now, and we are going to be like, look, I'm really sorry with how things went, but I do actually have to tell you something. We're going to try to chat with him, and that's going to be Jasmine's way of saying, look, I'm really sorry to kind of have to tell you this right now. So I don't actually have the option to announce our pregnancy, so we are going to express our doubts, be like, look, I'm really sorry to have to tell you this, but actually I am pregnant right now. And he's like, taking that pretty well actually. So he's like, look, we're not together, I don't care what you do anymore. You do what you need to do. So he's taken that really well, considering how poorly he reacted. Jasmine, you need to talk to him right now. He needs to find out. Jasmine, come. I know you want to talk to Alexis, but you need to come here. She's feeling angry now. No, this is not good. Oh, she's feeling irritable from the pregnancy, but also it's personal from feeling hurt by someone nearby. So I hope they don't start like arguing, because he took the news of the pregnancy quite well. So I think we're going to say, look, I would really like it if you could maybe try and build a relationship with Thomas, because we are going to try and see how this can go. He is the father of my new baby. He will be your children's siblings' father, so it would be really mean a lot for me. And now, okay, he rejected that, and now they're yelling at each other. So let's stop insulting him. The next thing we kind of need to do is to do with the custody. So we're not going to go to court over the custody. We are just going to discuss this, because we've already agreed that the kids are going to stay with us, but we are going to officially decide on the custody and kind of make it legal that the children are going to be staying with Jasmine. I can see you yelling at him right now. But the children are all staying with Jasmine. And then doing it this way means that we can ask him to take the children for a visit, so they can officially go and visit Dominic for a period of time, which is obviously important. But then we might have to confess to having cheated with Thomas. He has asked us, so like, how long has this been going on for then? And they've agreed on that, but Jasmine, you really need to tell him. I know she doesn't want to. She keeps Xing it off, but she does need to confess. He has questioned how long this has been going on for then. And Alexis has come in the room and it's still cancelling off. She does not want to tell him right now, especially with Alexis here right now. Alexis, you probably should come into the kitchen. You don't want to have to look at this, but yeah, he is not happy. Understandably, he was fine with the baby, but the fact that he found out that she was cheating kind of the whole time. Okay, I was going to say, what is this? But they now despise each other. We've already broken up, so yeah, he is really not quite happy. Jasmine's got a really bad reputation, understandably. Oh, it's not really bad, it's still good. But yeah, their relationship is not the best. Saddened, furious about cheating, didn't father the child. Oh, Jasmine has custody of the children. There's so much going on there. But look at the way he's looking at her. We are going to be like, I'm really sorry for how it went down and how it affected you. I don't want Smooth Apology to be romantic. Yeah, okay, good. But she's like, I don't want this to affect us. Please stop yelling at him. Oh, we're going to try and cheer him up and be like, I'm really sorry, but you are obviously, I want you still involved in the children's lives. Please, can you make sure that you're still here for them? They should be our number one priority, and hopefully he will make some effort with us. We are going to be like, beg forgiveness, because also we need to tell him that we'll be moving away, and he doesn't really want to know. He doesn't want to know about it. He is really quite mad, understandably. Where there was just find common ground. We're like, look, can we please? Oh my gosh, these two are yelling and Alexis is coming in the room. I just want them to find common ground and be friends, but they really don't want this right now. But can we just try and forget about the arguments and find common ground with each other? And see what he said. Yeah, I don't think he liked that. Okay, he's now being mischievous, which at least isn't angry. But yeah, we told Dominic that we are We're seeing someone else, and Alexis is here again, watching everything. This child is going to be scarred for life. But how are the kids right now? We should probably let them come down and grab some food. There is salad here, and Scarlett, can we come and pick up Scarlett so she can come and grab some food? She can't walk down the stairs yet. But yeah, we've told Dominic now that we are moving. He is obviously more than welcome to come and visit the children. We have asked for that as well. Oh, there goes her bump. She's now in second trimester. So we would obviously really want Dominic to be involved in the children's lives. So we have officially got custody of them. Can you stop playing with that so we can come and pick you up, please? We have officially got custody, but we do want to arrange for visits and for them to see each other still. She wants them in she wants their father in their lives still, but poor Alexis has taken herself to sleep. Why doesn't she never sleep in her own actual bed? But she should get some food before she goes to sleep. And then tomorrow is Sunday, and hopefully we will have some more news on, oh my gosh, she's made another mess. Clean up your mess before you go to sleep. So hopefully there will be news on when and where we can move. But Dominic is still here. He's not really doing anything. He's not interacting with his children. He's not leaving. He is just stood right here. So you do what you want, Dominic. She should probably eat as well. Her hunger's going down. But yeah, it's been a bit chaotic. So I think I'm just going to cut back in the morning while I get the kids into bed and everyone's needs sorted. I think our mum came over again and I must have missed her because she's just left our house lot at 11 o'clock. So maybe she came to tell us that she's got some news on her house for us. But hopefully we'll have a call with her, or she can come over tomorrow and let us know instead. But can you please put Scarlett to... Do you know what, Scarlett? Just go to sleep yourself. You're not accepting your mum putting you to sleep. Oh, good. Alexis has just woken up in a clingy phase, which makes sense if your parents are going through a divorce. Who is her favourite parent? She actually has 100% with both of them, I think. Yeah, so I don't know who will be her favourite parent per se, but I assume because Jasmine is here, she will probably want to spend time with her, but it would also make sense that she would want to see her dad a bit more, considering sort of how she's seen her mum react the last few days, but also how the fact that her dad isn't here, she's still, as I say, she's still young, so she probably doesn't understand everything, and she's thinking her dad is the one who's left, potentially, so maybe she is resenting him. I don't know, we'll just have to see how this phase actually affects her, but of course she's going through a phase right now. It makes so much sense. Jasmine has woke up this morning from back pain, craving some rich food, and she's also missing her family, so she's probably missing her mum right now. She is not in a very good mood. This pregnancy has taken its toll on her. She is huge right now. I'm really hoping that she's only got one baby in there and not two. But it's 5 o'clock. She wakes up so early. But we are going to serve some breakfast. We are going to do we'll just do some eggs and toast this morning. Oh my gosh, she's got a want to become enemies with Kieran. She does not want to fix this relationship with her dad, understandably. If I were you, I'd just leave it, Jasmine, instead of trying to making things worse. I don't know if eggs and toast is necessarily rich, but I'm sure it would do for her breakfast. But yeah, we need to invite Thomas over today and basically give him an update on everything that happened yesterday, because he doesn't know about us needing to move away from our dad and the fact that he needs to move with us. We know he wants to we know they're both ready for him to move in with us, but he probably isn't prepared to or aware that we need to move away from Willow Creek. We need to move quite far from Willow Creek. So we need to kind of give him that sort of formal notice that he needs to change his whole life, basically. He's probably going to have to change his career as well. It's officially winter as well now. We have also only got 2 days till Winterfest Eve and Grace's birthday. Hopefully we can be in the new place by then. But it depends if we can find anywhere. If our mum has found somewhere for us, we'll have to have a chat with her. If she comes over today, I'm not going to invite her over. If she comes over, then that's her way of telling us that she's found somewhere for us to live. But Jasmine is now feeling really happy at thinking about the pregnancy. She can't wait for the baby to be born. So she is definitely a family sim. So despite everything, she is feeling so... sort of like, this is the light at the end of the tunnel almost. She is feeling great with the fact that she has actually kind of got this new opportunity for Thomas, with Thomas. We're here gonna potty train Scarlett this morning and give her another bath because she absolutely stinks. She is being a bit defiant, but she look at her cute little strawberry, her little strawberry pajamas, so sweet. But can we actually please still potty train her? I know she defied, but we do still need to potty train her. Here she is. Our mum has decided to come over. So once again, I'm going to have Alexis come and invite her in for us. come say hi, see how she's doing, because once again, Jasmine is busy looking after Scarlett upstairs. I feel like Scarlett is so much more work than the other two, especially Grace. I feel like Grace was super easy, but I'm constantly having to help Scarlett do things, which, I mean, she is still a young toddler, but I just mean, I feel like with Grace, it was a lot easier to kind of do everything, but Scarlett is a lot more work, and I don't know if that's just because it's now Jasmine alone balancing her time with 3 children and everything else that's going on, or if she just actually is a difficult child. But can we come and give some food to Scarlett, please? So we've given her some peas. Apparently that is her lunch today. But that is fine. And then we're going to come and have a chat with Meredith and basically see if we've got an update on whether there is somewhere for us to live, and hopefully the fact that she's come over means she's found somewhere. Oh, Mum's just said, you make my day so much better, thanks for making me smile. So they have got really good sentiments with each other now. But our mum is telling us that it's taken quite a while to find somewhere, but she has found somewhere really secluded for us to kind of move into. And it is in a completely different place, but we do have to move as soon as we can, because the place will probably go quickly, and we need to get moving. So we have to move tomorrow. So we are actually going to be moving in the next episode in preparation for the Winterfest holidays and our daughter's birthday and the new baby being born. We have to move tomorrow is what our mum said. So Jasmine is she's happy, but at the same time, she's probably a bit stressed by this. And we're going to have to invite over Thomas and let him know about all of this, because he actually has no idea that we even need to move out of this town, let alone that we found somewhere and we need to move tomorrow. So we need to invite him over and let him know. So he is coming straight over. Hopefully he won't take too long. Here he is. We kind of told him it's quite important. Oh, we should probably let Scarlett out so she's not in her chair, and then we'll come and invite Thomas in. So we are actually inviting Thomas to feel the baby, because he's not seen our bump for since yesterday morning. She's obviously grown since then. She's like, look how big I'm getting, and he's like, oh my gosh. He is so excited. This is his first child, and okay, they're gonna go woohoo. I mean, they're still in the very early stages of their relationship, and Jasmine's hormones probably making her feel a bit, I don't know, flirty, and our mum's here to look after the kids. She's just seen this though. She's like, oh, she's not doing well for herself. She's kind of bringing this on herself. But Meredith supports us. Even if she doesn't agree with us, she is going to support us. So these two are going to woohoo. At least they're in a bed. And then I will deal with their conversation after they've finished. Oh, but look, all the siblings in here actually talking to each other. This is so sweet. I'm glad that the girls don't resent Scarlett, because they weren't happy about her being born. But I think at least Alexis recognises that Scarlett's not the problem here. And it's not her fault, and it's not worth blaming her. So I like the fact that they are actually, I don't know, being friendly. Like, she's giving her a hug. Oh my goodness. And yeah, I think Grace is still obviously quite young, so she didn't understand. She just didn't like the idea of having another sibling. But now she's here. They do get along quite well, which is very nice. We are going to enthuse about our pregnancy with Thomas and talk about how sort of excited we are about everything. And then we're going to have to talk about the baby room decoration. And this is essentially her way of saying, so we actually need to think about where the baby's going to sleep, considering the fact we need to move. And he's like, I know, we've got some time to think about that. And Jasmine is going to say, we kind of actually don't. I need to move as soon as possible. And she is going to tell him, let's have a deep conversation with him and tell him, can he sit down, please? It's fine. He chooses what he wants. But we're going to tell him basically everything our mum told us and the fact that we actually need to move as soon as possible. We are going to invite him to move in with us and be like, look, you need to move as well, because this isn't safe for you, and I want you around, and you need to be here for the baby. And you're so good with the kids already, like his relationship with Alexis. So he has agreed to move in. He's not bringing any money, but we're going to sell his lot furnishings and see if it does end up bringing any money, which I know is quite cheeky. Oh my gosh, okay, he's brought some money, which, I mean, it makes sense that he brought some money with us, and it gives us a bit of extra cash to find a place that's not just going to be a 2-bedroom place, because to have 4 children and 2 parents living in a 2-bedroom place wouldn't be good. Oh my gosh, he's playing with the toys. He's getting ready. He's thinking about having his own babies. But we are going to come And he has actually lived with us now. I know I've just got him to move in, but I forgot that I can control him now. But we are going to maybe come and exchange some name ideas. They're going to get excited about the fact they're having a baby and the fact they are obviously moving tomorrow. I've just looked as well, and Thomas has the potential super parent as one of his talents, which is really exciting because it means that he is actually going to be potentially, like, as I say, a super parent for his child, which is going to help Jasmine out a lot. But we are also going to have to tell him that obviously we are going to have to find a job as well, so we will need to work out balance for everything. Why do we need to apologize? We're not going to do that, but we are going to, we're just having a nice chat with him, have a pleasant conversation as well. But things are going really well for Jasmine and Thomas right now. So at the moment, Thomas is obviously in the athlete career. When we move, he will have to change careers because for safety reasons, essentially, and Jasmine will have to find her own career. She's going to have to think about how they're going to afford to provide for their family with 4 children. And no one getting money from their parents like they had been their whole life. They will both need jobs. So that is something, a lot is changing. A lot is going on for this family right now. No, now Jasmine is feeling ill. Do we have any medicine at all? We actually do. Okay, I'm going to have her take some medicine. And then, oh bless her, look at all these spots we've got on her. But then it looks like Grace is already in sleep, and then Scarlett is going to head to sleep when she's finished potty training. Alexis, she is she's dancing and chatting with Thomas. I wish she'd put some clothes on. Can you please change your outfit so you're not here? There we go. I'm gonna have to give him some new clothes as well because he's been wearing the same clothes for so long. But she is literally begging him for new toys, and he probably feels like he has to say yes. But I mean, he's moved in, and oh my gosh, our sister is here now. She has decided to come visit us. I mean, she doesn't even know we're living here. She just came to look for Jasmine apparently for some reason, and she's like, "Oh, brother, what are you doing here?" We're not going to go into complete detail, but we probably should tell her that we're actually moving, considering they've got a really good relationship. I know we haven't seen Annabelle very much, but that's because we're not, Jasmine isn't super close with her, but Thomas obviously is. I thought she was our younger sister, but she's already an adult, so she must be our older sister, which I don't know how or why. But we are going to, we're going to have a chat with her and tell her everything that is kind of happening without going into so much detail, because we don't want to get our family involved as well and put their lives in danger. But he's like, I need to move and I will stay in contact with you, but I might not see you as much. And she's like, can you tell me a bit more? And he's like, no, it's not safe. And she is obviously very concerned. But she's ambitious apparently, she's good. She's got all these she's got really nice traits actually, but she's gonna understand that we need to do what is best. So we are gonna ask her to leave so no one sees that she's actually here right now and put her in danger. So I mean, it's nice that we actually saw Thomas's sister. She is someone we've not really seen very much, but she is heading off. She knows he's smart and that he's doing the best for her. So yeah, we can't risk Annabelle as well. Jasmine actually wants to do a yoga routine, so I'm gonna have her come and do that because it probably will help her de-stress about everything that's going on. The fact that tomorrow she is actually moving the house that she has kind of known for most of her young adult life. She's been living here for 15 years, so it's going to be quite a big change for her. So she is trying to de-stress a little bit. Thomas and Alexis are talking so much lately, and I really love this. I love how sort of close they are becoming. It's been like a day, and their friendship's already up, and she is begging for more toys. So I mean, that's sweet. That is very sweet. But Thomas, do you want to come and grab some food and clean up and help us out a little bit? Get us ready for the big move tomorrow. So obviously when you move, you can either take your furnishings or bring them with you, or take your furnishings or sell them. But I'm going to leave them here, and I'm not going to keep the money that we would make for them. I'm going to make a note of the amount of money that we do have, and we're going to move with that money. I do not want to cheat and take all of this money with us, because that defeats the whole principle. But yeah, game wise, obviously I can't cheat that, so I am going to have to make sure that we don't get all the money or the furnishings from this place as well. So I would just make sure that I'm not cheating in the respect of getting extra money when we technically only have 35,000 simoleons, which sounds like a lot, but considering most houses in this game are that much money and they're not big ones, Yeah, it's not loads of money, but still, as I say, I'm not going to cheat and take all of the money with the furnishings from this house as well. So Jasmine looks like she's kind of struggling right now, which makes sense considering she is very, very pregnant. I think she's actually in her final trimester now based on the time. But anyway, I am actually going to end the episode here. In the next episode, we will have moved into the new place, so we will not be seeing this house again. By the start of the next episode, we have moved, which is very exciting. I cannot wait. But I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure to leave a like and comment down below and let me know what you think. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It would mean so much to me. And I will speak to you all in another video. Bye everyone!